Hey everyone, I'm Austin Vincent, and this is my mom, Cindy Vincent. Welcome to Electric Interactions, where we empower your interactions with yourself and others. Today's video is here to help improve your ability to manage the hours you have each day, also known as time management.
Now, from my background as a professional speech and language pathologist, strategies for effective time management come from the set of skills and processes in the brain called executive functioning. Having good executive functioning skills is an important part of overall life success and happiness. Other executive functioning skills besides time management include task initiation, that is, the ability to get started on a project, setting and achieving goals, and mental flexibility, just to name a few. If you're interested in these skills that are so crucial for comprehensive control of your own behavior, check out our other videos in the Executive Functioning series.
But for now, today we'll focus on just time management. Let's discuss the way we think about our own time and how that influences our behavior and the outcomes in our lives. By drawing from my own experiences and my mom's expertise, let's cover some of the best strategies for time management that can help you gain control over how you spend your own time so that you feel more confident and get better results each day.
The first strategy you want to consider is number 1, understand the cycle of procrastination. Now let's face it, procrastination is, in and of itself, technically a strategy for dealing with things you don't want to do or face in your life, like chores, homework, cleaning your room, for some examples. However, as a strategy, procrastination only works at first, and then it doesn't work at all. Relying on procrastination to cope with your problems is like hiring a thief or a bad guy to help you, who makes promises he can't keep. He tells you,
"Oh, you've got some work to do? Oh, don't worry about that now. Have fun. Let's do this other thing instead. I'm sure we'll take care of that work later."
The problem is that Mr. Procrastination is lying to you. He isn't actually getting you out of having to do your homework, your project, or whatever. He's just putting it off, taking a loan of time that you're going to have to pay back with interest, that is, consequences. And in the meantime, Mr. Procrastination is being exceptionally devious because he convinces you that you're getting away with something. And you are, at least for the short term.
But I know, and I'm sure many of you have already experienced, that when it comes time to pay back the loan and finish what you've been putting off, your friend, Mr. Procrastination, who had you feeling so good about your decision up until that point, runs away and leaves you stuck, alone, stressed out, and having to pay the price. And to tell you the truth, procrastinating by doing something you would normally enjoy often doesn't even feel as fun as it would if you were actually done with your work. When I procrastinate, part of me may be telling myself that I still have free time and am enjoying myself, but in reality, I can't shake the feeling of the knowledge of what I have still left to do. Like this dark cloud is following me around and hanging over me the whole time I'm trying to play. That dark cloud is the task or job that I'm supposed to be doing but not getting done. It makes the fun I'm having so much less than what I could have had if my work was actually done.
Convincing yourself that you can play when you know you have to work is only just one way of procrastinating. We need to cover some of the other ways. Another that I see frequently from my students is that they simply don't acknowledge what it is they have to do. This avoidance can take many different forms, but the result is still the same. For example, perhaps my student doesn't check their email, or they don't log into their online student portal to know what assignments are coming up. Then when someone like me, their teacher, asks them about these assignments, they give the excuse,
"Well, I didn't know about them."
Another form I've seen like this is, "I don't know what to do with this assignment," strategy. Now, I'm not making fun of anyone who truly doesn't understand their work. It's okay to not understand something, but what's not okay is refusing to figure out what you're supposed to do when you don't understand. If you are stuck, whether it's at work or at school, it's your responsibility to communicate your confusion to your boss or teacher immediately so you can resolve the issue and move forward. Don't just think to yourself, I don't know what to do, and then do nothing.
When I feel stuck like that and I'm afraid to make a decision, I like to remind myself of a quote by Theodore Roosevelt. In any moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing. The next best thing is the wrong thing. And the worst thing you can do is nothing.
A graduate student I was working with recently was taking 3 online classes and failed 2 of them because he didn't understand his assignments. He waited too long to finally talk to his professor to determine what he was supposed to do, and by the time he actually found out, he realized the tasks were too long and complex to get them finished and turned in on time. So unfortunately, he had to drop 2 of the 3 classes. Just like the first type of procrastination we covered, this procrastination strategy will give the illusion that you're safe from consequences for a while. However, when grade time comes and your parents notice you have zeros in the grade book, or worse, you end up failing a class altogether, the weakness of this strategy catches up with you and you pay a steep price.
One important note, we do understand that sometimes students or workers don't ask for help because they're anxious or worried for various reasons, and we realize that that's an issue. But like anything else, anxiety and worry have solutions and strategies that can help overcome them. One solution for these problems is, if you don't feel comfortable asking for help in person, then call, email, or text your boss or teacher for clarification, or ask a coworker or another student. One thing I've learned from experience is that other people usually don't care that much about asking for help. What hurts much more is when we don't get the help we need and suffer the consequences of not finishing our work. The pain from the anxiety of asking is far less than the pain of failure to handle your real responsibilities. So ask for help as soon as you need it.
And finally, we also realize there are many reasons why people have trouble with following and understanding instructions. But the point we're making here is that when you get stuck at school or in work, get help right away and don't wait. The sooner you get help, the sooner the fear of not knowing what to do goes away.
So I think we can all agree that procrastination does count as a strategy, although it's definitely not a very good one. A good strategy works not just in the short term, but across time. Today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. Procrastination does not do that, because when you procrastinate, you're only borrowing time that you have to pay back later, usually when that time is more expensive to pay back, like doing an assignment in the middle of the night hours before it's due. In order to move away from using procrastination as a coping mechanism, we have to have some other strategies that do work for us, both now and later, which brings us to number 2, appreciate the value of your own time. More than any other thing or commodity in our lives, time is our most valuable possession.
Unlike money, which we can always earn more of, we start our lives with a certain amount of time, and once it's passed, we can never get it back. If someone told you you could only ever have $1 million to spend for your entire life, and with each passing day the money began to disappear, not only would you appreciate the money, but you'd be very careful about how you spent it. Our time is no different. Therefore, my time, your time, and how we use that time is extremely important to the overall quality and success of our lives.
At some points in your life, you may feel you have too much time, or that you need to make it pass by or go quickly. People who are older may have the opposite feeling, like time is running out. No matter where you are in your relationship with time, it's important to think about and realize daily that your time is a finite, non-renewable resource, and it's never something to be wasted. Whether you're stuck in traffic, sitting in a boring class, waiting in line for something, realize that each one of these experiences takes up time from your life that you will never get back. Instead of just letting the time go passively in these circumstances, ask yourself,
what can I do to make the most of my time right now?
You can ask yourself this question all day long, and it's almost always helpful in enabling you to have a better life. For example, if I'm waiting in line, maybe I could use that time to check my emails on my phone that I've been avoiding reading and replying to. Maybe I could use the time in a boring class to look over my notes to prepare for an upcoming test. Perhaps I could use the time stuck in traffic to call a family member I've missed, or listen to an audiobook that could teach me something. By realizing how ultimately precious and finite your time is every day, and cultivating an understanding of the value of your own time, you will make better use of your minutes each day.
Austin and I both firmly believe in the idea that your behavior follows your thoughts. We frequently talk about the concept of setting and making intentions. An important intention to consider and tell yourself is,
I make good use of my time.
I think one of the reasons that people waste and don't honor their own time is that they fundamentally don't realize or consider that it's their most important resource. Now, as we said already, time is very much like money you have. If you had a limited amount of money to spend, you wouldn't just throw it away. You absolutely have to consider having the same attitude towards time if you wish to feel better about your life each day and feel more confident that your life is moving in a direction that you can be proud of.
Now, once you've started moving away from using procrastination as a strategy and honestly identifying the things you need to accomplish, and you've begun changing your attitude about time to see it as your most important resource, the next time management strategy to consider is number 3. Prioritize both what you want to do and what you need to do. You'll know that you're really starting to mature in life when each day you find yourself considering not just what you would like to do right now, but also the tasks that you need to do, whether you want to do them or not.
Now, Austin has mentioned before that as a kid, he used to be obsessed with playing video games. He spent hours and hours, sometimes into the early morning, living in a virtual world. And he used to feel that when he was beating a video game, he was really accomplishing something valuable. For a long time, whatever game he was currently obsessed with was usually the number one thing he cared about and focused on. Austin regularly did what he wanted to do instead of what he needed to do.
Yeah. But one day, and I remember it very clearly, I was playing World of Warcraft and I suddenly realized that all the achievements I made in the game meant practically nothing in the overall context of my life. Not only that, but I was regularly missing opportunities in the real world because of my obsession with my games. By setting something fun but unproductive as the primary focus and goal of my life, I was like a hamster in a wheel, working so hard, running in circles every day, only to step out of the wheel and find that nothing had changed for the better. Even if I played video games 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, and beat every single game under the sun, it wouldn't make me have the body I want, it wouldn't get me a girlfriend or friends, it wouldn't get me a job or my own house, and it overall wouldn't make me into a person I could be proud of and that others would look up to. Just like eating ice cream once in a while is fun and not unhealthy, video games can be an occasional treat, but nobody should be eating ice cream all day long every day or they'll hurt themselves. That being said, I struggled for a long time to put aside my obsession with video games and focused first and foremost on my real life. For me, this meant that I had to stay away from video games for a long time. I had several stretches in my adult life where I didn't play any games for multiple years, and instead I worked on things like homework and getting excellent grades in my classes, working out and going to the gym, learning to play guitar and make music, and going on dates and making new friends. It was not easy, I won't lie. It took a lot of trial and error, falling back into old habits and then trying again, before I could say that I was able to focus more on my real life goals than on beating video games. Even today, there are many things I would like to do for fun only, but I always have to consider the things that I must do for my job, my relationships, or my other responsibilities first, if I want to live a life that I'm actually proud of and truly enjoy living.
Now, we've talked in other videos about the concept of becoming your own parent and how, as you start to parent yourself, you realize you're becoming an adult and being more effective in your own life than you were before. Now, a good parent wouldn't let you sit around playing video games or being on the computer all day long, neglecting your health and responsibilities. Instead, they would have you do your work and then enjoy your play with the time that's left. So if you want to have a successful life in real life, you have got to make yourself find and apply ways to use your time more effectively. Now, this doesn't mean you have to have a terrible and boring life full of only work. Remember, it feels good to succeed. It feels great to be doing well at work or in your classes, to be really skilled at a sport or a musical instrument, to have friends and other people who like you and want to be around you.
Trust me when I say that all those things in real life are nothing that a video game can ever replace.
It gives you a sense of accomplishment to be succeeding at whatever you're living. Now, studies show that doing well in school is more helpful to someone's self-esteem than going to therapy once a week. Figure out what's getting in the way of accomplishing your goals and start having a more balanced attitude toward what you want to do in your life and what you actually need to get done in your life. You can and should do both. But remember that what you need to do should always take first priority over what you want to do. Social secret: getting tasks done, even if you don't like doing them, really does make you feel good.
So now that you've begun thinking about time in a different way, in a future video, we'll be breaking down how to actually schedule your time so that you can get your have-tos and your want-tos done. We'll be offering many more executive functioning videos on time management to help make you a master of the clock, so be on the lookout.
As we mentioned at the start of this video, executive functioning covers a super important group of skills that any successful adult should have. In the video description, we have a link to a quick questionnaire by psychologists Dawson and Guare that will help you determine the specific executive functioning skills you need help with. Also on our website, we have a list of executive functioning weaknesses to look out for. And we have specific videos you can watch to improve those skills. In the future, we'll be offering classes on our website that cover executive functioning, so look for those as well.
If you'd like to practice and review the concepts from today's video, check out our reflection guide for this video at electricinteractions.com. We offer guided materials that go with all of our videos that can help you teach yourself and others the concepts and strategies presented here in more detail.
And if you felt that today's video made you feel better about your relationship with time, please leave us a like below and comment to share ideas for other videos you would find to be helpful, as well as your thoughts and experiences about how you use your time effectively, no matter where you go.